Power Stone 2 is probably one of the only reasons why I even own a Dreamcast. I have memories of going to my friend's house all the time and playing this with his brothers. They had a Dreamcast, and I was pretty jealous, so I'd go over there and play it all the time. We play it probably as much as we played Smash Bros. That's how good this game is, and it's a shame that it really hasn't been on anything else other than Dreamcast. I think it got a PSP port, but it's handheld, so that's a little different. You have a few game modes here, pretty much your standard stuff. You have your arcade, original, 1 vs 1. You also have an adventure mode, which is pretty much the same, other than they add a few boss battles. And honestly, the boss battles don't really add too much. You fight like a Sphinx thing, and you fight like I don't even know what the last boss is. But yeah, I could do without it, but it is cool that it's there, and it is a thing. You really don't have that many maps to work with, but they're all pretty dynamic and they change, and they're all a lot different from one another. None of them really feel similar. I think my favorite one is the one where you're on like a submarine or something that keeps going up and going down. And then speaking of dynamic environments, there's a lot of turrets and tanks and catapults and stuff you can kind of take over to use to your advantage. That's pretty cool and pretty unique compared to a lot of other games in its genre from the time. One of the bigger draws for me in this game is the weapons. There's a lot of them, and they all do something different. You got like everything from swords to machine guns to like a bullhorn. You have a bunch of crazy shit. You also have these power stones, the namesake of the game. If you collect 3 of them, your character will transform into like their ultimate form or whatever. I don't know. But it's super useful, and you kind of get it a lot, so it's not like something that's kind of like a secret or hidden. You might get it once or twice a game, and it's cool. It helps kind of spice it up a little bit because there's not too many moves you can use as your character. Speaking of characters, there's a lot of them here, and they're all pretty different from one another, and all their special moves are extremely different from one another. So there's someone for everyone, for your playstyle, whatever, and they're fun to choose and see what their specials are and see what they do. The only thing is, like I said before, is there's not too many moves to use. You pretty much only have like 3 buttons plus your trigger. So yeah, there's not too much to do as far as that goes. Obviously the biggest draw of this game is multiplayer, 4 players on the same screen, and the maps are pretty chaotic and they're changing, and weapons and the power stones. It's a really good time, and I definitely recommend it if you can find this for a good price and get a bunch of friends around and play it. So that's about it for Power Stone 2. It's a really good game, and I highly recommend it if you have a Dreamcast. Unfortunately, it's kind of expensive these days, so you gotta really look for it. The first Power Stone's a really good game also, but I haven't played that one in years, so I can't really comment too much on it. But yeah, anyways, that's my little look at, review Power Stone 2. If you liked it, I'll be making more of them in the future. Thanks, bye.